Live from Genghis Cohen in the heart of Hollywood, it's the Nighttime Show. Tonight we have special guest, the lovely and talented Rachel Mullins, the equally lovely but not quite as talented Matt Walker. I'm the voice of the Nighttime Show, Mike Black. Our very special guest, star of 16 and Pregnant, Teen Mom, My Teenage Dream Ended, Farrah Abraham. And now, the host with all the meats that Arby's doesn't have, Stephen Kramer Glickman.
Hey, there we go. Yes, hello. Good evening, good afternoon, and good night.
Thank you,
Farrah
Mike.
Abraham, thank you so much for being
And
here.
now-
Thank you, Mike Black.
Mike is now leaving because he's
Mike
sick.
is leaving.
So-
That was an
Mike.
intro.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
Yes, seriously, it really is. So it's so nice to have you here. How are things going?
Amazing. Thanks for having me. This
Of
is so
course.
fun.
No, very, very exciting. How's your day been so far today? Been a crazy day.
Hecka crazy.
It seems you have quite a life.
I have quite the real life
You
off
really-
of reality TV. I have quite the real one.
Seriously. Where did you grow up? Where are you from originally?
I am born and raised in Iowa, Council Bluffs, Iowa, Omaha, Nebraska. They're like river cities.
Okay.
So yeah, that's born and raised. And I split my time here between Los Angeles and Austin, Texas. And I just travel all over. Yeah.
Wow, that's bananas.
Yeah.
Now you did you? I know that we've talked a lot about your career and kind of we've been talking ourselves prior to you
We've
coming
been
in.
talking.
We've been talking.
We're talking about your ears burning? That's,
Yes,
yeah.
most likely. So you kind of got your start on
16 and
on
Pregnant.
16 and Pregnant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
MTV.
Now, what was that experience like? How did you
Like,
get?
yeah, like
picked?
how does MTV?
How did you even?
How does MTV get somebody in Iowa to be
How
on
do they
TV? Like, I
find
don't
you?
think
You
that.
know what? I found myself acting, modeling at a young age. And then in one of these coach programs that I was in, oddly, I was a teenager then. And I was 15 when she met me. And then I turned 16. At the end of the coaching program, I ended up getting pregnant. So, and still to this day, after, 9 years on Teen Mom, she's like right there by my side. But yeah, she's the one who was like, hey, even if you're pregnant, because I had to let her know, she's like, you can get work, or you just keep putting yourself out there, and you have your own message and your own feeling about what your life is, and it'll be great. So I did. I put out like 3 casting tapes the next day. MTV's 16 and Pregnant was one of them. And yeah, I got a call back the next week, and it has taken up a lot of my life.
Wow.
So
Jeez.
do you spend any time, or like, do you know the other girls that were on that show?
I don't spend any of my energy with that. I think I tried initially, like the newbie syndrome. I really want everybody I work with to be friends with me, and I really hope that we can all do that. But I just learned earlier on, just like growing up in my normal life, you may be prettier or talented or something else, and not everybody is as self-confident as you, and it creates jealousy. And there's been some nasty things over the years working with my co-stars.
Okay.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Like,
They
what-
didn't try to punch you on stage with Dr. Drew. Really?
Did that really happen? Did they really try to punch you on stage during?
Yeah,
the...
that did. But I have more self-control, so I don't behave like that.
Well, a lot of those girls are rough, though. Like a couple of them,
they be rough, they be tough, but I don't play.
No, you don't play around. Neither does my girlfriend, by the way. Who's,
Good. That's what I like to hear.
I'm
She's
from
a keeper.
Detroit.
She's from
Yeah.
Detroit. She doesn't mess around. Yeah, and you need to have people that are a little tough in life,
Yes, I just want to say my daughter happens to be here, and now she's drinking my water.
She's
what she's for.
licking it out of the glass, by the way.
Yeah, I might have to grab a straw, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that's...
This is what we do. When we don't have a straw, we just lick like we're a dog and a dog, like a dog bowl.
Straws are a thing of the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not supposed to have straws now. Like, that's the big
Yeah.
push, is like, get rid of plastic
Yeah,
straws.
It's a new
eco-friendly is what I
generation.
call
That's
it.
what they're for.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get her a straw. We can get her a
Oh,
straw. Off that.
we're gonna
Do
wait
you
right
know?
now.
No, is that okay?
When you did your casting tape for 16 and Pregnant, what did they ask for in your audition tape?
It was just a basic interview to me. Like, I had no idea. Like, I just answered it however I answered. But I did find it very fun that I think 2 years back, they started releasing our casting tapes. And I was pleasantly surprised they started the show for a positive and good reason, and that's why I continue to stay with it, even though some other things were not the positive that I applied for.
It was kind of, I mean, I didn't watch the show because I was never in the demo to watch that show, right?
Yeah.
But it seemed like sort of an exploitation kind of thing to me when it came out. I think that was the prevailing idea, was like, MTV, why are you putting 16-year-old girls on TV who are pregnant and sort of taking advantage of them to just milk it for stories? Like, is that sort of how you felt?
So I felt if it started feeling like that and it crossed a line, I cannot do this to myself or my child, or I wouldn't want any other girls applying or casting for the show if that's what it was doing. So yeah, I'm going to let that be up to everyone's discretion. I'm not a part of it anymore for a real reason. I love it. But the real reason why in my casting tapes and what they were showing of the casting tapes on a bright side was that the women who were chosen were basically saying they wanted to share their story, and with their children, it wasn't holding them back, and they could accomplish great things and successes with being a teen parent. And I was just happy to see that. And I definitely lived up to that, and I do that every day. Yeah. So I'm happy I stayed true to the girl who applied for the show. Like, that's me then, this is me now.
That's so great. Yeah, and you got such a great kid, and you guys
I'm
seem
lucky.
so happy.
Little Miss Sophia, she's got some chocolate milk on her dress.
How old is she now?
9, the big 9.
Oh wow!
Wow.
So you're halfway through.
Yeah,
basically.
She's almost there.
I was a big Teen Mom fan because my best friend had her daughter when we were 16.
Wow.
And we used to take her to high school with us and change her diaper in the gym and
I
do
love
the
it.
whole thing.
I love it.
And I thought that was one of the good points of, either Teen Mom or 16 and Pregnant or whatever. It's like, it can be done, first
Yes.
of all. And you're not alone because there's a mega isolation factor in that. And we're still kind of doing the whole, modern day Scarlet Letter situation.
And it's not okay to do because there are so many bright, intelligent women that have children young. And, oh, well. It does to me. I see 40-year-old women who I'm BFFs with who are having crazier times dealing with it than some teen moms who I grew up with.
Sure.
So I don't really think there's an age. I think negativity towards a certain age group is almost like discrimination. And I'm just like, I'm keep on with my keep on. I like positivity.
Yeah, I mean, I never felt like Adriana slowed us down at all. Like, she went everywhere with us. And as the older I get, more people have kids that are in my friend group that are, at a more, normal age to have it. And they're like, oh my God, I can't leave the house. I can't do anything. I haven't seen sunlight in 3 months. Like, these things are portable, right? Like, you just put them in the carrier and go. Like, this
I have some girlfriends in New York who do not leave their house after having their children. So I'm like, I'm happy I just didn't live my life like that. Like, I made the most out of, and I still do, out of every day that I have my daughter. But definitely each age. And I never really stayed in the house that much.
Can we ask your daughter a funny question?
Yes, Sophia, get on the mic.
Sophia, hop on the mic. Hi, Sophia.
Hi.
Hey, Sophia, tell us something funny about your mom. Tell us a funny thing about your mom.
Well, every sentence that she says, she always ends it with the word life. And it's really annoying.
With the word life? Like, give us an example. What does she say?
Like beach life. And car life and every single other word ending with life.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
So right now it's podcast life.
Podcast life.
Podcast life. That's what we're doing.
How about this? What's one of your favorite things about your mom? What's one of your favorite things?
Probably that she likes me.
Aww.
I love.
Love life.
Yeah. If I did that right now, somebody would get really not okay.
I love it. Now, I heard a rumor that you own a furniture store called Furnished by Farrah. Is that true?
That is so not a rumor. Yes.
That is true.
I'm going in my second year. I actually opened up 3 businesses within the same year.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So I have a frozen yogurt store, Froco, and all the kids just light up when they see Koba, our mascot.
And where is that?
Austin, Texas.
Oh, so that's in Austin. Okay.
Yes. So that's why we go back very often, and our family's there. And then Furnished by Farrah is just the dream for everybody who has like a house, a home, loves interior design, endless shopping. And then Sophia, she has Sophia Loren, her children's boutique. So she sells toys, clothing, all that fun stuff. It's like a birthday and Christmas every day.
Oh my gosh.
So it's been such a joyful experience.
I also read you had a spaghetti sauce.
Do you have a
put out?
spaghetti
My
sauce?
mother.
Your mother.
My
okay.
mother wanted to create, which was a very smart idea, our Mom and Me sauce and also wines. So we had it in Whole Foods and different grocery store chains here in California, everywhere. And yeah, my grandma knows she has some good sauce.
Oh yeah! Wow.
So yeah, family recipe. And I'm just all about being a girl boss, entrepreneur.
Yeah. Yeah, you really have. You've turned your career into being a thing, having all sorts of different streams of income from all different types of jobs. I mean,
It's fun.
all different types of companies.
You can just keep on.
What else do you want to do?
Well, right now we're working on my app. So EscapeX, they're coming out with like Paris Hilton's app, my app. They have a lot of cool celebrities coming out. And I'm also just working on my first film, which is adapted from my memoir that was on the New York Times bestsellers list. So my teenage dream ended. I'm turning it into a screenplay. And that's just, I mean, I was a writer and author, but like screenplay is totally different.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I've been doing production classes and acting more so I can really understand. Because me writing something and demanding from somebody else, it's like a whole situation.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of work. No, did you just release the audiobook for that
I
as well?
did. And I'm like, I really underestimated the process. I was in that studio for 3 days and then it took the guys like a week to edit it. Audio booking is like no joke.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Where
you
is
spend
that?
a lot of time in a booth when you do that.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
I mean, I
That's
thought
a
I
lot.
couldn't read anymore. I couldn't talk anymore. I was like, and then I just like had to fly out of town. Sophie and I just traveled for a month after that.
Wow. Where did you guys go to?
Where did you go, Soph?
Fiji, Italy, Nice, and Dubai.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Oh yeah, I saw pictures of you guys in Dubai. There were pictures posted of you guys in Dubai. That looked
Yes.
like that was a really good
I
time.
mean, it was worth it. We loved it, every second of it.
Yeah. Now, there's been, you pop up in the news. You're a newsworthy lady. You pop up. People.
I don't know.
Hear,
I think I lead a boring life.
You really do. It's a.
But
it's
that's a testament of the MTV machine, though.
Yeah. You were in the news just like a couple days ago because of a situation that happened.
There was a situation. I'm unaware that there was even a
It was a
situation.
type of situation that happened. Do you want to share maybe like your side of how things went down that day? If you
Yeah, I don't even just share my side of the story. I just know and am truthful and am honest about what is. And simply said, I go out for a dinner meeting and we've been at a hotel all day, the same hotel, so I wasn't trespassing. And I'm just outside on my own while my friends go to the restroom. And then I'm harassed by about 4 to 5 police officers.
What?
And hotel staff, which was mostly in the valet area. And I have to say, I very much tried to talk and be as understanding of everybody trying to speak with me. But if that was just a normal man or other people on the street interrogating me and they weren't police, I wouldn't have been asking or answering their questions. I wouldn't have allowed them to just take my wallet and look at my stuff. I wouldn't have allowed them to ask me, oh, are you driving? Are you this? Are you that? So me being harassed and then targeted once they've seen my license and they know who I am, and all they can do is lie and say God, what did they say? I don't know. Battered is what I read. And I didn't even touch anyone. And I was standing outside on my own. So I literally don't know what the situation everyone is making out about me. I've never believed the horrible lies that have been said about me. And to try to get a mugshot or put me in jail or do nasty, nasty things to a hardworking single woman who has the best interests of everyone.
Yeah.
That was really sad and
Shocking.
It's
Shocking.
like you know, I have to say I've seen the most evil in the world I think anyone could see. And I have to just say, I just keep on with my keep on. I mean, I got gift suites, I got awards to go to, I have real life success. I don't want these negatives ruining my success. And I really feel like, you know, watching like I Tanya, that film.
Yeah.
You know, all those negatives attacking somebody who has a success, who has a career, and it was all lies and her career was ruined. I just really felt like some of those attacks happened to me, and it's really, really sad.
Yeah, that's so
Wow.
rough.
Yeah, and you were a guest at the hotel, right?
I was.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm a paying customer. And yeah, I walk right in after I get out of confinement for 12 hours. And, oh, yeah, you're more than welcome to come back in.
That's
Do
what
you
they
need
said?
anything? Let me help you.
Do you need extra towels? You're like, are
So,
you kidding me?
That was a whole situation, and it's just sad that I can't be out to a certain time or I can't find myself alone just breathing the air outside. But yeah, I learned from it, and I know
because it's a story. It's a
Yeah.
story for them. Like
it
it's a story
was
for
definitely
their-
a story for. I mean, I didn't even have my phone. My friend Kate, who was trying to get a hold of me and followed me and was trying to be like, "What are you doing to my friend?" She had my phone, so I couldn't even call my family. I couldn't even know what was going on outside. And when I got out and I saw all of the lies and from the police and from the hotel staff directly, that was really, really insane.
Wow.
How did that many police randomly end up in the valet of the Beverly Hills Hotel? Because that valet
you know
is
what?
huge. Like
Yeah.
they didn't just happen to be there.
I don't really know. And I just know that the Beverly Hills Hotel, they know like what the paparazzi cars look like. They know what they're doing. They know who to call. Beverly Hills is very small. I'm not shocked by anything that happened, but I no longer want to put myself or my daughter around that. And I guess if I can't live in Beverly Hills and enjoy what I pay for, then I'm not going to really stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you
No,
feel
that
it was a
makes sense.
setup?
My friends and I have nothing more to even, you know, what can we think other than you didn't resist, you gave him your stuff, you were honest, you just were there, like I didn't touch anyone, I wasn't trespassing. So I don't know what else I can say other than I'm just above the blame, and that's
Yeah.
why I'm out and I'm free, and it's sad that I'm bullied like that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very that's messed up. I'm going to ask you a couple questions about a couple different shows that you've like people you've worked with or been on their show.
Oh, who have
you
I
just-
worked with?
Just give us. You get I'll say a name and then you kind of give me like first impression or like
Ooh.
anything that comes to mind. Weird story, anything like that.
Okay.
Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, I think he should have never tried to tear apart my family while we were on his show. That was really just disgusting.
Is
to
that what
see
he
in a
was?
man?
Is that what he was trying to do?
That's what he was trying to accomplish. I mean, it's easy every day with me and my mom. She doesn't really want us to get along anyways. So just that added some fuel to the fire.
Is that around the time when you went on the couples show, the couples therapy show that you were on, and you were on there with your mother? Was it around that same time frame, or?
I don't know if that was then or after. I'm thinking it was a little after couples therapy it went on.
Okay.
How about this? How about there was a show called The Test.
Oh, the test. Oh my God, that's
Was that the lie detector shot?
Yeah. Did you do
was
that?
it?
Did you do the show
Did they
The
say
Test?
that I was pregnant or something? I have no idea.
It was a
I
guy,
definitely wasn't.
Kirk Fox was the host
Yeah.
of that show.
Yeah, I was going to ask,
Yeah.
like, is that Kirk Fox's show?
It was Kirk Fox.
Where is he now?
He
Does stand-up.
He
We've seen
does
him around.
stand-up.
Oh my gosh.
Here's
Yeah.
a super weird story though. Kirk Fox,
Yes.
as far as I know, Kirk Fox was Dr. Phil's tennis coach.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's how he knows
wow.
him, and that's
And
why
then-
Dr. Phil produced that show for him.
Yeah, and he was like, hey, I'm going to do this show called The Test, and you're going to host it and do 100 episodes of the show. And he was like, but you have to shave your mustache first
Okay.
because there can't
Yeah.
be two mustaches.
Well, I
on
take
the network.
Dr. Phil's butt to the court and whoop him. But I have to say, I don't know. I wasn't pregnant for that test.
Okay, well, that's good. All right, how about Dave Attell? Did you
Dave Attell.
the comedian Dave
Oh
Attell?
my God, I
Comedy
had
Underground.
so much fun at the Underground in New
Yeah.
York.
Yeah.
I think that's where I was with him. And yeah, I mean, it's good to be like Farrah and comedy, rather Farrah and drama.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I like to flip the narrative. There's so many different sides to me. So yeah, it was really cool and I had a blast and it was just a great day. I mean, I would do it again. I really feel like I could have a stand-up night and just talk about all the craziness that I deal with.
Oh,
I think
I'm sure.
maybe I'll
Yeah.
have like a comedy night.
Well, you
should.
You should come to our live show because we do a live version of the podcast at the Hollywood Improv once a month.
Yeah.
On stage, sold out crowd, 200 people, and then you can
It's nuts. There's
talk to some
usually
people.
donuts.
10:30 night on a Saturday.
I mean,
so
I'm
it's-
gonna wear like a wetsuit in case people throw things at me.
No.
Yeah.
Our audience
Yeah.
would love you.
Yeah.
We're doing our show. The next show we do is June 23rd, and
Yeah.
on that show we have a Mean Girls reunion. The movie Mean Girls.
Mean
we
Girls.
have 2 of the cast members from that coming to do the show.
That is so fun.
Yeah.
we have
and,
the
one
voice of Bender on Futurama is coming.
Oh my gosh.
But we
that's
always
fun.
have lots of fun,
Yeah.
fun, neat people. So if you ever want to come do that, I mean,
Yeah.
we'd love to have
We'll
you.
have to plan that
Yeah.
out.
Sounds
Absolutely.
good. Now, celebrity Big Brother.
Oh my God. You know what I thought of Celebrity Big Brother recently when I was in confinement?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
'cause you did
you
one
know
in
what?
England,
You
right?
know what I said to myself? Out of all these TV shows that I've done and everything, like literally I was like, is this like punked? Am I in Celebrity Big Brother again? Like I really didn't understand what was going on and why I was in confinement, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so being in Celebrity Big Brother, I had no phone. I had no civilization. I'm like, this prepared me for that. I mean, I literally was going to be like in anxiety shock. Like, it was just crazy.
Who was on the show with you when you were on the show?
Oh, I had Daniel Baldwin, Janice Dickinson, Jenna Jameson. I mean, I was in the best one. It was U.S. against U.K.
Didn't
Oh
they
my
say,
God.
Now, I read that
Brits, watch out.
that on the wrap-up show, sort of like the reunion thing they do afterwards, that you allegedly got into a fight with Janice Dickinson. Is that something that happened?
No, so I actually, Janice Dickinson was at the mercy of me to get back to the USA because she, for no reason, which she does things all the time for no reason.
Yeah.
So I was being attacked. Somebody like was literally trying to beat my butt
Wow.
on the set, and she was saying this all over Twitter. I mean, Sophia knows I don't put up with bullying, and I want her to know we don't tolerate bullying or cyberbullying. So there's this girl who nobody knows in London. She kept saying that she was going to attack me on this show. They still allowed her to be on there.
So she was on the panel from like the
Yes.
England side that we don't know who she is, but in England they
yeah,
might.
or
Okay.
they don't even know her.
Yeah.
She's a criminal. So that's another reason why I don't like reality TV. You can be a criminal and you will have to work with criminals.
Oh, yeah.
And then you are just
God.
unsafe at
I
every
think
moment.
they book criminals on purpose because they know they'll do weird stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially the British version ones. Was that the chick that Leslie Jordan got in a fight with?
I don't know who Leslie Jordan is right now.
Little tiny guy.
Okay, well, he's probably awesome. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Anyway, she starts attacking me. Jenna is like, Farrah, we need to go. We need to go. Janice just out of nowhere picks up a chair and throws it at me.
Oh
Whoa.
my God.
So she goes full Geraldo
Janice
on you.
Dickinson threw a chair at you.
Yeah, and the other girl couldn't get to me because of all that. But anyways, so Janice had to apologize to me and everything. Otherwise, I wasn't going to let her out of the country. Like, she could just go sit in jail there.
Oh my God.
But the sadder thing is the person who started all of this, who should have really been in jail, they wrote me a letter and said they didn't have enough money to keep her in jail. So I will never be caught in a crazy situation like that in another country again. And I really think productions need to just like, I mean, if I do something, I would totally, be like thrown away and whatever. But if a criminal does something, oh no, we don't have the money to hold them in. It's just crazy.
That's bananas.
Yeah, that's weird.
All right, I got another one for you. $1 Million Matchmaker.
Oh my God.
Did
I'm
you-
still single, Patty.
Stanger. The Patty
Yeah.
Stanger. What's she like?
Gemini love. Like, we got nothing but love for each other, and I really had a great experience. She's a great woman.
Who'd she set you up with?
Two boys that I don't think told her the truth, and I didn't end up talking to them.
Yeah.
Really?
Really.
I think it happens a lot on that show. Like
Yeah.
I've seen episodes of the show and I'm like, that guy doesn't really have money. Like you can tell.
Yeah.
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 So you can't lie to me.
It was like
No.
that, like Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire, and then that turned out that guy was just a comic. So I'm like, there's no way that guy had $1 million. No
Dear
way.
God.
I mean, I don't know if I would do any more dating shows. I did so many. I traveled the world last year, and I still couldn't find anyone on MTV Single AF.
What are you interested in? Like, what type of guy are you looking? Do you have like a type that you like?
You know, I don't even think it's a type. I just need somebody trustworthy, honest, hardworking. I mean, that's just hard enough to find.
Yeah. That's
Maybe
that
try
is-
Austin, not LA.
No, girl, I've tried everything. I'm just done. I have anxiety thinking that I would even date anyone anymore. But yeah,
Yeah. No, I love it. So what's the app? What's the app that you have coming out?
it's just gonna be my app for my brand, and we just show like fun, different stuff, kind of like Kylie and everybody else who has her app. So
It's like snippets of your life.
Sophia is gonna be mimicking me on my app, like she's doing now.
She's doing a great job.
Yes.
Yeah,
Good
I
impression.
can't really say yet, but I'm working on a master class, and that's where a lot of that will be. I'm just about, empowering others, and I get so many entrepreneurs and other people who want to do businesses, so I think I just want to focus on that part.
I get that.
And when is that going to come out?
They say in 28 days. That's all I know. I'm like, sorry, all of these.
Which phone is this?
There's like 5 phones on. There,
Okay,
Rachel.
you're like, oh, it's
Rachel!
Rachel, get your phone off the table,
Points.
Rachel.
So many phones.
No, that's great.
Did you mean for your outfit to match the Beverly Hills Hotel? Did you mean to
Oh
match
my
the Polo
God, I
Lounge?
had no idea. Pretty Little Things. They hooked me up with some, great fashion, and I don't know. That's just what I happen to be in.
It
But
was
you know
just
what?
coincidence.
God has my back. He's like, you're gonna match that hotel so they know
So
where
they
you were.
know.
So now, before the whole reality TV stuff happened, you were obviously trying to get into the entertainment business as a kid. Like, you wanted to be a model, you wanted to be an actress. Was that
No,
like-
I just looked at it as like, I fit that. I earn money like that, and I started like other little companies growing up, my little endeavors, and the blue collar thing of me like trying to apply for a. I worked at a grocery store chain for like 4 years. That's not like paying my bills. That's
Yeah.
not like feeding me what my brain need. I can run a grocery store. Like, I don't need to work as a freaking cart girl. So yeah, it was just that extra thing, and it was just perfect for me. I mean, my other girlfriends would come to me to the castings, and you could only imagine how their faces looked every time when I would be chosen and they wouldn't.
You get the call back, and then they don't,
It's
yeah.
just like there are certain things. God has a certain journey for everybody, and you just gotta like embrace it.
Where would you like all of this to kind of end up? Do you have like if you could kind of see yourself like 10 years down the line, like what would you like to be doing?
I mean, I kind of feel like I would be like where Ellen DeGeneres and Oprah Winfrey is,
Yeah.
like just doing it all.
Talk show.
There's
magazine.
no limits, and there's always something next, and there's always something next to invest in and create and do. And I
Do you
don't know
wanna
if I
ho- do
could
you
do
wanna
a
host a talk show?
long-lasting talk show as long as they have, but that's a lot. I do like the game shows, though.
Yeah.
What's your favorite game show?
Sophia, what's your favorite game show? Come over here. Oh, she's got to have a moment.
Just had to think
Matt
about it.
is a game show expert.
Oh, I'm a huge
He
game
can tell
show nerd.
you
Yeah.
anything about anything.
Okay, what do you think about Ellen's new game show?
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, well, I was catching clips with Mrs. Sophia, and there were some funny parts.
Well, the one that I like is the one where one of the people have to get on the other person's back, and then the person that's eating the food has to like explain what it tastes like, and then the other person on their back has to guess what food it is.
So they're like on piggyback, somebody's eating food, and then
Yeah.
the other person can't see, and they have to like guess what it is.
Yeah.
So they
Interesting.
feel them eating it off their back?
No.
Oh, I was like, oh, see, I'm not a good game person.
See, I watch a lot of old game shows too. Like I watch, there's a channel where you can watch What's My Line from the 1950s.
Yes, and
I've
love
got
that.
A Secret from the 1960s. And I was watching Family Feud the other day, and I was like, oh, they can't do this anymore because it was Richard Dawson era.
Yeah.
And this was the panel that they had. They're like, name something that fat people get compared to. And they were like,
Oh, baby Jesus.
and they were like, a cow. Boom. It's on the board. Like they go through all these things. They're like 5
Oh
things.
my God.
Yeah, it was like, and then afterwards, Richard Dawson's like, that was a nasty question. To all you fatties out there, I'm sorry.
No!
And I was like, this was amazing.
They would throw you under the jail for that.
I know. I mean,
Yeah, I was like, that would
like-
never
Can't do
happen
that.
today. But I was amazed. I was like, wow, that is some edgy TV that we don't get anymore.
No,
You know what I
we
yeah,
just-
cannot get
I
that
do
anymore.
miss some of that, and it's like now, like before a scripted series is even like greenlit, it gets like taken off because of one person slips, says
yeah.
Yeah.
something.
I just watched my favorite episode of anything that's ever been on MTV. I think it's beat out Teen Mom, which was one of my
Tell
favorite
me.
shows. Ridiculous.
Here's a thing that I like more than everything
Ridiculous.
you've
No,
done.
no. I love Teen Mom, but this
Yeah.
this episode beats out Teen
Okay.
Mom. Here's why.
What was it?
Okay.
It's an episode of the show Ridiculousness, which, by the way, is a pretty terrible show.
I'll pass.
I
If you've
know.
never seen
I
the show.
agree.
It's not a great show, but the guest on the show
Made it.
was
David Letterman?
No. It was over suspenders.
Larry
King.
Oh,
Larry
okay.
King.
Oh, of course.
Larry King. They sit him down between Chanel West Coast and
Sterling.
and Sterling, the guy who's spinning the
Yeah.
stuff, and he goes. So what do you do to Chanel West Coast? And she goes, I don't stuff. I just sit
I
and-
laugh. I laugh.
laugh, and he goes, and what do you do to the other guy? And the guy goes, I control the videos and press these buttons. And he goes, so I'm sitting between a button pusher and a prop.
Yeah, I love that.
Give me a break.
That
And you're
was
like-
the most best line.
Oh my dear God! Yeah, and then later he goes, "Not a lot of Jews on this show. You notice that? Not a lot of Jews getting knocked down and falling off cliffs. No Jews and blacks on this show. That's what I noticed."
I
and you're like,
love this.
"I can't." And he goes, "My career's hit a new low." Like, he just
my
keeps
God.
every time
I'm
they
gonna
play
have to
it,
look this up because
it's
he's like,
so-
"Where am I?"
He's like, "Why am I doing this the whole
This
way
is
through
television
it?"
now.
Oh, it's so funny. And he's
because
like,
that's really what I feel sometimes when I'm working. I'm like,
"Sure.
what am I doing?
Why are
Yeah.
we doing
Why
this?
am I here?
So-
Right.
I think I was saying that for the last 2 seasons of Teen Mom. I did. What am I doing?
is
Why am
this?
I here?
Oh my
How
God.
long did it take you to film like your portions of Teen Mom? Like, did they just like call you up and say like, "Hey, do you have anything going on?" And then they show up, or
No,
was it
they
regimented?
kind of just got to the point where they would just sabotage my whole real life and then try to do all these fake produced scenes with the producers. And that's why I
What?
was like, this
Really?
isn't
Yeah,
cool
like
anymore.
how much of that drama that goes on a show like that, how much of that is just manufactured by the production?
I'm just saying I signed up to do a docu-reality series, which is documentary of my life and reality, not a soap or a drama or like a scripted reality. So yeah, it kind of really got to be like 75% fake.
So would there be times where they're like, okay, now can you say this? And then they like have you do lines like that, or
Yeah, if somebody was trying to do that to me, I just don't take it very nicely. So
Would they put you in bad situations? Would they set you up?
I've had them put me in bad situations. I
'Cause a friend of-
find my way out of it.
A friend of ours was on a show, and they did a wedding. It was her wedding, and what's the name of the show? The
Vanderpump Rules.
Vanderpump Rules, and they choreographed it so that in the middle of her ceremony, one of her bridesmaids would get punched in the face.
That's awful.
by one
And
of
it's
the
like-
cast members,
by-
and to beat all, they paid for their own wedding, a
They had to pay for-
$60,000 wedding up in like Canyon Country that
And
their parents
they
paid for.
stepped on it, and it's like
Bravo didn't
no,
pay for
no,
anything.
no,
Nothing.
no. So that's the kind of stuff I don't tolerate, and I
No
will not
way.
be around, and I don't want in my life. And that's why I feel like, would I really be like the Beverly Hills Housewives on TV when I'm that age? I don't think so.
sure.
There's a time and a place
Yeah.
for it, and it was in my teen years.
Yeah, seriously.
do you ever have moments where you sit back and you think to yourself like, how would my life be different if I would have just been a mom in Iowa and not done all this TV stuff?
Yeah, I could think that, but it just takes so much energy to go back and think that. Because it's just like I just keep living my best life.
Yeah.
And this is where that has taken me. I don't think TV is easy to deal with. That's why I kind of get like a little torn between like, oh, you're going to blame the cancellation of a show on one person who said something wrong publicly. But I don't think anyone knows behind the scenes what production and executives and all those other people say that is
Oh, they say
way
terrible things, yeah.
more awful than anything publicly said.
Sure.
And so I guess what we deal with is whatever we deal with. But I think how I've navigated that over the years,
I think it's pretty awesome.
it's pretty unfathomable. And here I am. But me being in Iowa, that just doesn't even fit in my brain cell. I go and I visit and I love Iowa to death. But at a time I was like in deep depression. I had to move out of there.
Yeah, I've driven through Iowa, and now I understand why Slipknot's mad all the time. Because I've been in their home state. I'm like, oh yeah, I'd wear a crazy mask and make hardcore heavy metal. That's what I would do if I lived in Iowa. Because what the hell else would I do there? That's
winter gets you like Slipknot, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, we've had like College World Series. Like we have the Olympics. Like I have seen the most beautiful parts of Omaha, Iowa. I love it. I have nothing really that bad to say about it. It's just, what would I do there? They wouldn't allow me to open up my businesses. There's a lot of things that I tried to open and tried to be an entrepreneur, business person there, and it just wasn't welcoming. So I had to move to some place where it did welcome me in that endeavor.
Yeah, I get that.
Now, here's a weird off-the-wall question. As a kid, do you remember when the elections would happen? Because Iowa's like step
Iowa
number one.
starts there.
Like how big a deal is that for just somebody in a community? Like it's like, do people come to your town and give a bunch of speeches?
I have to say this, like it's like every city when the president's in town, when there's an election. I mean, people hold huge campaign groups for elections.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything starts in Iowa.
Yeah.
So I got the best of the best growing up, really.
So you probably saw like every candidate came through town and all that.
I mean, I've got to see so many different awesome. I mean, there's a lot of amazing, talented people who come out of Omaha and Iowa, like where I'm from, like Warren Buffett, etc. Yeah,
And he's still there.
and he's
Sort of.
here in California.
He lives here most of the time,
Winter
but yeah.
or not.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, look, it's been so cool having you come on. And,
Yes, thank
and
you,
chat
guys.
with us. Before you take off,
Some questions from at home here.
yeah, couple quick questions from the world.
Well, the world might be a little lost right now.
Yeah, they're they have stuff.
They have stuff. That's what I'm gonna have to say.
We award show experience. You've been to any award shows? You ever had any weird? That's from Jasmine Teach on Instagram.
I mean, I've been to a couple of award shows.
You ever have any weird award show experiences?
No, I mean, I have some pretty like off experience. Like I'll be like, oh my God, I'm seeing all these people who I never thought I'd meet, right? Weird though. Nothing weird. I think just good.
Who do you get starstruck by? Like who do you see? Like you probably run into famous people.
You know what I always like kind of get a little struck by is like somebody that my sister really loves or my mom. It's like my family matters to me, but I'm like, but they're not with me here because they just don't like this stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh my God, like, I mean, like one night I've been on the stage with Trina. My sister grew up listening to her, playing her in her car. She just like turned 16, had her brand
I had
new
a little
car.
freak out when I met Trina too. I get it.
Well, here's the vibe. I'm like, oh my God, Trina's like having me come on stage with her. They know me. And my sister's not here with me. She would be the one who would freaking love this moment. And I mean, the same way, like with the Dolphins, like I'm sidelined there and then all the Dolphin players know me. It's just weird when I am known and then I'm like, oh, I wish my family was here, you know?
See, that is a good reaction. Unlike Steven, who knows that I'm like the world's biggest Avatar fan.
Right.
He runs into people who've been in the movie Avatar. Every time what he does, he takes
who
a
worked
short.
on Avatar?
No, let me
No,
tell you.
hang
He
on,
takes a video of them and he gets them to say, "F you, Matt. Stop watching Avatar." That's what he
single
sends me
time.
every time it happens.
Good.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those. I got 3 questions.
I gotta watch that.
I got a couple quick questions before you take off. These are from Instagram. First question is from Georgianne Absolin. First one is
that a
after,
medication?
That is. After a breakup, would you rather be alone or surrounded by friends?
After a breakup, I'm going to go on a trip and I'm going to forget about the breakup.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Okay, here's another one. Are you a dog person or a cat person?
Dog person. I have 2 puppy Pomeranians,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What are their names?
Blue and Boo.
That's very cute. That's very cute. Okay. This is from Kyle Masters. Are you a hoarder? Do you hoard anything?
No, I actually give a lot of stuff away. I'm like clean freak, like simple.
What about collecting? Do you collect anything? You have
I collect my stuff that I create. That's about it.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. That's good. That's really
And
good.
I
Collect your
do.
own
I have
things.
boxes of my stuff, and I make sure the manufacturers are sending me a lot of my stuff. I like what I do.
I love it. And then POB 422 asks, "Are you high maintenance?"
No, I'm pretty simple. I know what I'm about, and I stick to it.
Yeah. And you seem like you take care of yourself. You take care of your own stuff.
Nobody else is going to.
Yeah. Who else is?
I love it. I love it. Well, where can people find you on the internet?
All over it.
What's your oh really?
You simply Google, and who knows what's going to pop up, right?
Pops up right away. What's your Instagram?
Yeah, my Instagram, Farrah__Abraham, and I'm verified. There
Why
you
2
go.
underscores? Like somebody else already had it?
You know what? I didn't even want an Instagram, so my press person made it for me, and he's like, someone stole your name. And then he like freaked out, and he's like, I can't deal with this. Let's just do this. I was like, whatever. And that's what it was back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But now
about-
Instagram's
Now you're verified,
so
so
important.
I
So-
love it.
It's
What
the
about-
big one now. Yeah.
Yeah. What about Twitter? You on Twitter?
Twitter,
too?
always been on Twitter. I love me some Twitter. But it's been like down the tubes lately. It's like Trump is the only one keeping Twitter alive right now.
I know,
Yeah.
it's really weird. And then today there was a big Me Too thing that came out today.
What also happened with that? I need to check
Hardwick's
that out.
thing.
With
That was Chris Hardwick. There was a
Yeah.
whole thing. There's a whole thing.
He
But
had a
like
whole
Me
thing.
Too's been jumping this week though. Like Jamie Foxx got accused of dick slapping some lady 16 years ago.
Wow,
Kevin
what?
Spacey's
Man,
back to
keep
work.
your hands to
Yeah.
yourself.
Kevin Spacey has another movie coming
Yeah,
out.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey's back to work, and then Kesha accused Dr.
Dr.
his-
Luke
Dr.
of raping
Luke
Katy Perry.
of raping Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
my God!
It's a
I really
it's
hope
It's a drama
none of
fest.
that's-
Yeah, it's a crazy week
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
hashtag Me Too.
I think everybody's had a little bit of enough of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like if you have multiple kids, separate. Stop
Yeah.
touching each other. Enough.
Stop touching each other. That's all I have to really end this with is stop touching people. And including don't touch me.
have you ever had anybody try anything with you? Do you ever?
Have I
Have
ever
you
had
have
anyone
you-
try something with me? Well, yes. I have many of times, and I'm me too. I'm done with that. So no, I support the Time's Up. I support the Me Too movement. There's nothing bad about supporting that, and that's
Yeah.
only for the well-being of. And it doesn't matter if you're only a female. I don't like. I hear horror stories from some of my male friends, and
They're out
I
there.
feel like there's just a common equality there. So I'm just all about equality. I don't want people touching people. I don't touch people, and I'm just like, that's why I said I kind of have anxiety about even dating anyone right now. It's just not safe.
Yeah, right. Tell me about it.
And I have to just say it honestly.
Yeah. Well, Rachel, where can people find you on the
On
internet?
the interwebs. Instagram is just my name. It's at Rachel A. Mullins. And then I like to keep things confusing. So on Twitter, it's at Rachel A. Mullins.
Ooh, okay.
For those stalkers out there.
Yeah.
What about you, Maddie?
You can find links to everything at funnymat.com, or if you're from Iowa and you love your state, please let me know at Matt Walker. You can let me know at mattwalkersucks.com.
I love it. I love it. You can always get me at Stephen Glickman, STPHEN Glickman on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the Nighttime Show podcast. And hey, lots of wonderful stuff is happening in the world, and we love you for coming on to talk with us
Oh,
about your life. You're
Thank
the coolest.
you.
Thank you very much.
You bet. Thanks.
All right.